Hello and welcome to my video tutorial on how to put on eyeliner. My name is Jackie and I'm going to be showing you how to put it on. In this video I'm going to show you how to put eyeliner on your bottom eyelid and on your top eyelid. This isn't an exact perfect way, but it's the way that I've been doing it since I was about 13 years old. And it's the way that I'm going to stick to. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and here it is. Hello, and now I'm going to show you what you need to put on eyeliner. You will need a black eyeliner that is mechanical. It's called mechanical because when you turn it, it mechanically goes up like that. And it's like a crayon type substance material. It stays on really good. I'm not going to go over how we're going to put on liquid eyeliner. That's a whole different thing. Also, if you did want to use a pencil eyeliner or a different kind of eyeliner, that works too, just not liquid. But in this video, I'm going to be using a black mechanical eyeliner, and I do recommend it if you want bold looking eyes. If you want a lighter look for makeup, I suggest brown, but black is normally, in my suggestion, black is the best for eyeliner. Alright, so before we get started, there's a few things I want to let you guys know. So I have a little list right here. So I want to let you know that the eyeliner that I suggest, that I personally use, is MAC. It looks like this. It's like $18 or something. It's MAC eyeliner. It's mechanical. It's black, and I recommend black. And it's mechanical, which means it goes up like that. And it's like a crayon. So, anyways, so black mechanical eyeliner from MAC. You could get that at any Kohl's or any Macy's, wherever sells MAC products. So there's that. You don't have to use this. You can use any black mechanical eyeliner. And again, I do suggest mechanical black eyeliner. If it's not this, different one. And also, I want you guys to know that when you start putting it on, you might have to push hard a little bit, but don't push too hard. But you might have to rub it back and forth and push a little harder to apply it, because sometimes it might go on light, so you might have to keep going harder to be able to get it on. So just forewarning. So if you have problems with it, just go a little bit harder, or just go back and forth more when you put it on. And also, if you happen to make a mistake and get some eyeliner where you don't want it, you can just use your finger to wipe it off. And then sometimes what happens, half the time wiping it with your finger works, but sometimes when you wipe it with your finger, it'll kind of not come off. And if that happens, my suggestion is that you take some concealer, some face concealer that you use to cover up pimples and stuff. You use that, and it kind of works like an eraser. You just use it and use it as a little eraser. You use a little tiny speck, and if you need more, you put more on, but you just kind of rub it in as an eraser. And you don't want to use water or a baby wipe or a makeup remover wipe, because if you already have your full face on and you're putting on your eyeliner last, then if you use a wipe, it's going to mess up all your makeup. But concealer will not mess up your makeup. So if you're not wearing any makeup like I'm not wearing right now, and you are only putting on eyeliner, you can use a wet wipe. But I just wouldn't get in the habit of using a wet wipe to fix your makeup ever, because it messes up the whole thing. Another thing I want to let you know is that you probably won't have a hard time putting it on the bottom eyelid, but the tricky part is getting it on the top. So just be prepared to make a couple mistakes and keep that concealer handy in case you might need it as a little eraser, because the top is a lot more difficult than the bottom. And also for the top eyelid, I'm going to instruct you to go 3/4 in from the outside. I highly suggest against going your full eye, doing your full eyeliner on top, because you're not going to like the way it looks. It's going to look weird, and just don't even do it. Just go 3/4. Go 3/4, and I'll explain more of that later on, but just do 3/4. On the bottom, you can go full or 3/4. It doesn't really matter how you want it on the bottom, but the top, you do not want it all the way. So bottom, 3/4 or full, top, always 3/4. And also, some people like to just wear their eyeliner on the top eyelid. Some people only want it on the bottom eyelid. What I'm going to show you in this video is to put it on the bottom and the top. And also, if you are not used to eyeliner, then it might irritate your eyes a little bit, but don't be afraid. It's not going to make you go blind or hurt you. I mean, I've been wearing eyeliner so long, but now it doesn't hurt at all. There's absolutely no irritation for me when I put on eyeliner because I'm used to it. So don't be nervous or afraid if your eyes feel uncomfortable with the eyeliner on because you're just not used to it. So that's all I have to say. Let's get started. All right, let's put on some eyeliner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lid off, the top off, and I am going to take my mechanical eyeliner and put it up just a little bit, because if you have it up too high, when you press it against your eye, it could break off, and you don't want to waste your eyeliner or break it or anything. So just have it go just a little bit above so it doesn't break. And you can always screw it. You can always turn it and make it higher if it gets too low, but you want to try to keep it low. Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to get a little closer. So I'm going to start by putting it on my bottom eyelid, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to start in my corner of my eye. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do before I do it so you can know what to expect. I'm going to start in this corner, and then I'm going to work my way in and keep going back and forth until I get it on how I want to get it on. So I'm going to start on the outside corner, so the corner of your eye right here. Eventually, when you do your top eyeliner, you're going to connect the top eyeliner and the bottom eyeliner in the corner of your eye. And I'll explain that later, but just think about that before you start putting it on. So I'm going to start in my corner, and I'm just going to just brush it on there. And where I'm putting it is I am going on the line where my eyelashes actually are, and I'm also going inside on this fleshy part, that kind of wet, fleshy part that's before your eyelashes. I'm going to fill in that area too, because if you don't, you're going to have a gap where if you just do your eyeliner line, you're going to have a skin colored line right before, and it's going to look not good. So I am going to work my way, and I'm going to go on that fleshy part and on the line of my eyelashes. And it's important, you don't want to go below your eyelashes, because then it'll just be way too thick and it won't look good. So you just want to do it on the line where your eyelashes are, and inside of that fleshy wet part and you're going to want to do it the whole line, the whole bottom eyelid, from this corner to this corner. So I'm just going to do that and show you. Going on my line of my eyelashes and inside the fleshy part, I'm just kind of making strokes back and forth to just get that. Okay, so now I got it on. And you see how I got it on the fleshy part on the inside and on my line of my eyelashes, but I did not go below my eyelashes. So that's the bottom eyeliner. And the top eyeliner is a lot harder. And like I said before, now that we're going to start the top eyeliner, I'm going to note that in this corner, you're going to want to connect the two eyeliner lines in this corner of your eye. Some people do a cat eye and have it go out further, but just don't even try that because it's even difficult for me still to do that. And it's really hard to get them even, and just don't even try it right now if you don't have the time. So just, I'll show you what it looks like, but just make sure you have that outside corner filled in just a little bit, just so it can connect. So what I'm going to do for this top eyeliner is I'm going to start where my bottom eyeliner begins. I'm going to start there, and I'm going to work my way 3/4 in to this 3-corner mark right here, about where my eyeball is, like the dark part of my eye, about right here. I'm going to stop about right here. I do not want to go all the way in because then you'll look like a raccoon. I'm serious, you will. Don't want to do that. So I'm going to work my way in, and another really important thing, and this is going to be the hardest part about putting eyeliner on your top eyelid, is getting it far enough down where it's on the line of your eyelashes on your top eyelid. And it's really hard to get low enough, but if you don't get low enough, you're going to have a gap between your skin and the eyeliner, and you want it just to look like, it's shaping your eye. You don't want it to look like it's above your eye. You want it to shape your eye. So I'm going to try to get it as low as I can, just as low as I can without touching my eyeball. So I'm just going to do that, and just keep that in mind as I show you how I put it on. So I am going to go, and don't go too far up either. You want to just keep it on that line where your eyelashes, the base of your eyelashes. So I'm just going to do it. So I'm going as low as I can. I'm actually just kind of going over my eyelashes, on the skin underneath my eyelashes. I'm going 3/4 in, and I'm just going back and forth, going nice and low. Again, if I don't go low enough, it's gonna leave a gap. So I'm gonna go and connect it from the corner. I'm gonna just brush it going in. I'm going to go from the outside in. It's just easier that way. So you see how it's so low that it looks like it's just like a part of my eye. It just looks like it's shaping my eye. So just make sure you just go as low as you can without touching your eyeball. Just at the base of your eyelashes. Just go there and don't go too high up, because then it'll be too thick. You really gotta be careful with this top eyeliner, and if you do make a mistake, use your finger or the concealer trick, and you can just practice as many times as you need to get it right. It'll be a little frustrating, but I know you can do it, because if I could do it, you can do it. So it just takes practice like anything. Now I'm going to do this other eye a little bit quicker, because I explained a lot on this one. So I'm just going to kind of walk through it a little bit quicker, but I'm still going to talk through it a little bit. So I start in the corner, where the top eyelid meets the bottom eyelid, and I'm going to brush back and forth on the fleshy part and on the line where my eyelashes are, not going below my eyelashes. And I'm going all the way to the corner, both corners of my eye, all the way, both corners, and just getting all of that. Well, you see what happens when I don't get the fleshy part enough. I get a nice gap. So I'm going to use my finger and just wipe this a little bit. So now I need to get the fleshy part on the inside a little bit. So that's, you see how there's no gap now? And I'm going to wipe it just to make it look nice. And here's a little trick too, you can go a little thicker. So for the bottom eyelid and the top eyelid, you want to be thicker towards this. You don't have to perfect this right away, but it's just a little tip to think about. So you can have it thicker on the outsides, but always have it going thinner as you get closer to this inner part where your nose is. This corner, you want it thinner. This corner, you want it thicker. You see how I go, it's like thick, and then it gets thinner, but don't put too much thought into it. Just, think about it a little bit. So then where this eyeliner stops, I start my top eyeliner, keeping it as low at the base of my eyelashes as I can go, going 3/4 in, going back and forth. Wow, I did it, and that's in the camera of my laptop. So that is how you do eyeliner for your top and bottom eyelid if you want to do both. If you wanted to just do your bottom eyeliner or just do your top eyeliner, just a reminder that you can do your bottom. Oh, look at, there's black stuff. You can do your bottom eyeliner either 3/4 of the way or all the way. I like all the way because I like how it gives my eyes a cat eye look. But on this top, and look at, you see how it's thick right there? You can just, you want it to be smooth, and there, that's a lot better. It was kind of, there was a bump, there was a uneven right there. But what was I saying? Okay, I remember. So you want to go 3/4 on the top, always, and on the bottom, 3/4 or all the way. And this is how you get eyeliner like this. You can tweak it and play with it. However, just keep in mind my suggestions. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.